Hi fellas. Sadly, if you Google my gadgets, my products, or my name, my full name, my surname especially, you will very quickly be greeted with a tirade of attacks and abuse upon me, my good name, my products. Mainly from a certain guy. I think he's from California, but I could be mistaken. And for years he's been going on my old YouTube channels, leaving abusive comments and you know stating falsehoods about my products. Well, he would do this, wouldn't he? Because he's the franchise owner of the of the entire US operation for a certain anti-laser product. I'd like to name him, but I haven't. They patently do work against all these, and a lot of the equipment motorists are faced with. A lot of this hatred is because, like a certain former world leader, I've well, nothing really. I've stated what my father educated me on about certain aspects of history and certain ideologies which we're not allowed to criticise. There's a certain former leader, who I can't name, and like, he must have realised he was taking a big chance. He was going to be attacked by the whole of the woke mob, the woke fascists, by stating some truths about certain groups, certain ideologies. But obviously, you know, certain former world leaders like him get the very best advice, historical advice, factual advice, and this advice is, knowledge of history, of how the Christian Middle East was wiped out, enslaved. The kids were taken, sold to old perverts for hundreds of years. It's worth noting as well that when we talk about the slave trade, which obviously Britain and America were very involved with, but we were the ones that stopped it in the end. But there's certain other groups who've been dealing in slaves, including child slaves, to be used by old weirdos, and they've been doing it since before the days of Jesus. And that is about 1300 years before America was even founded, or the British Empire was even founded. But we're not allowed to discuss that, are we? It's all sterilised off Google by the woke mob. As well-known English writer, British writer Douglas Murray says, while America is distracted over these ridiculous actions on former world leaders, China is very efficiently, basically taking over the world. They really are. Hence the spy balloons over Montana, the Montana missile bases and whatever. If you can catch up with Tom McDonald, he's a Canadian-born guy, settled in the US, down in Wokeville, central Los Angeles, and there's him, Adam Calhoun, and Struggle Jennings, and his lovely girlfriend, Nova Rockefeller. They're about the only people that are speaking the truth about what's going on. In the latest hit, End of the World, I mean, it mentions aliens and all that, but if you listen to the lyrics, it's pretty sure it's the end of Western civilization. All for the benefit, all for the benefit of a small percentage of anti-straight, anti-democratic, self-loathing idiots who know nothing about history, nothing about ideologies, who know nothing about the truth of what that former world leader said. Inside these little infrared gadgets, there is a small circuit board, and as a certain Californian overrated salesman who stole the whole of Radar Roy's organisation off him, he knows damn well they work against most guns. Perhaps not the Dragon, I'm not sure. He knows damn well they work. His products, by the way, have a very bad name for letting in water, and for the, despite the $4,000 price tag, for letting in water in the winter, and for the updates not working. But we're not allowed to criticise them either, are we? Because he also is pretty, shall we say, anti-West, anti-democracy. See you guys.